Since the Diddy trial began, that man is being accused of every crime in the book. Cassie has been the major testifier in the case, providing extensive evidence against her freaky ex. But now Cudi is also coming on the stand to testify against Diddy for attempting to blow him to bits.
This will play like Crystal. Hold up, you got this like Crystal Lake.
What are you expecting today?
Kid Cudi.
Great.
Kid Cudi's relationship to this story, as related by Cassie Ventura during her testimony, is that she was dating Kid Cudi in late 2011. Around Christmas time is when Diddy learns of this relationship and got outraged. His outrage led to him becoming both violent with Cassie and to kill Cassie as well as Kid Cudi, and to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Now, Cassie breaks up with Kid Cudi at around that time, she says, out of fear of the repercussions from Diddy.
Yep, for y'all that did not know about it, Diddy tried to unalive Kid Cudi on 2 different occasions. Why? Well, because Cudi had the nerve to date Cassie after Diddy briefly called things off one time in their decade-long relationship.
Okay, for now, focus here for a minute. Don't worry, their drama will keep going on. Think a little about yourself too. An Indonesian scientist has uncovered a shocking truth about belly fat, and it has nothing to do with diet or exercise. 95% of people who tried this strange bedtime ritual lost 25 pounds or more. Some even dropped over 50, all while sleeping. No gym, no starving, just one simple step before bed. Sounds crazy, but it's backed by science. Tap the link in the description and see for yourself.
And the things Cudi revealed just show how far Diddy can go. So we're gonna go all the way back to the mid-2000s when Cassie Ventura caught the attention of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The year was 2005. Cassie was just 19 and Diddy was 37. Of course, the media had a field day about the staggering age difference between the two of them. I mean, Cassie was basically more or less a minor, but they were in love, and that was well enough to shame whatever anyone had to say. Besides, back then, things were kept under tight wraps, so no one really knew anything. News of their dating was nothing but a rumor. Over the next decade, their relationship went through a lot of highs and lows. On the outside, that is. If only we knew what was going on back then.
John in the left. How you doing, John? John, right up here.
Kevin, with the arms, come on.
All right, John, straight at you.
So according to reports, Diddy relentlessly pursued Cassie. She was signed under his record label, so I'm guessing he was all up in her face every second until she finally agreed to go out with him. They kept their relationship a secret until they just couldn't hide it anymore. 2007 was when the rumors really blew out of proportion. Diddy had called things off with his longtime partner Kim Porter. Cassie became the face of Diddy's fashion label, Sean John. The two of them were literally seen everywhere together. Before Diddy and Cassie made things official to the public though, Cassie had been suffering for a long time and she could not say a word about it to the media for fear of her dear life. In the trials, she mentioned how Diddy wanted to control every aspect of her life from day one. He paid for her rent, her car, her phone, and he even controlled her medical reports. And whenever he was upset, he would take away these items as a way to punish her. Soon, the relationship turned toxic and very aggressive. I am pretty sure you have all heard the nasty things Diddy made Cassie do, so I'm not going to repeat them. Cassie testified of a time when Diddy attacked her because she was falling asleep. She said he slashed her eyebrow and threw her onto the corner of her bed. The court was shown a photo of the gash. According to Cassie, Diddy later secretly hired a plastic surgeon to fix the scar. Now, horrible as all of that sounds, putting hands on Cassie was the very least of it. There were the freak-offs, too. The event was hosted on a weekly basis in hotels either in New York or Los Angeles. Adult workers were flown in, there was a range of hard substances and hundreds of bottles of baby oil.
Explain for us how the prosecution plans to use these witnesses to build their case as it relates to the specific charges Diddy is facing here.
So remember, there are 5 charges, like I said. Conspiracy, so that's where you get the individuals that worked for Combs, whether it was security, personal assistants, chief of staff. We're going to be hearing from a chef who once worked for Combs. Then you have the, so you have people like Cassie Ventura, you have her mother, you have individuals talking about coercion, force, feeling that there was so much the relationship for some of these women that they couldn't leave, so therefore they were forced to participate in these freak-offs with male escorts, and that goes to the charge. And remember, if convicted on all, he faces up to life in prison.
All right. NBC's Chloe Malas, thank you.
During these freak-offs, there were no limits for Diddy. Cassie mentioned in the hearing how she was humiliated and forced to perform demeaning acts with other men while he watched. These acts were performed when Cassie was laced up. Diddy would then record the whole thing on tape and keep them. Backtrack to 2011, Cassie briefly ended things with Diddy after having had enough. Enter her new man, Kid Cudi. You see, Cudi and Diddy were reportedly working on some music together in 2011, although the project never came to life. Speculations are that it was about that same time Kid Cudi got to know Cassie. Following her short break with Diddy, both of them hooked up. Unfortunately for Cudi, that triggered an unlucky streak for himself. In February 2012, after Cassie mended things and got back with Diddy, he told her he would blow up Cudi's car. Around the same time, the rapper's car exploded in his driveway while he was home with his friends. According to Cassie, Diddy did this to further assert his dominance over her. It was also a warning to never leave their relationship again. The Los Angeles Fire Department, who immediately arrived at the scene, confirmed that the Cudi's Porsche was set on fire by an incendiary device like a bomb. It blew up the roof of the car and left a large hole there. In the court case just a few days ago, Cudi testified that after the incident, he was scared for his life, so he had to meet up with Diddy and Cassie at a luxury members-only club, Soho House, to clear the air and set things right. Cudi mentioned that after settling with Diddy, he asked him about his car, to which Diddy's response was, "Which car?"
Between her, Kid Cudi, and Diddy, as a result of which tensions were smoothed over, and it concludes with Kid Cudi asking Diddy, "What about my vehicle?" And allegedly, Diddy responded, "What vehicle?"
Rapper Kid Cudi testified today about two incidents that he alleges involved Sean Combs. One was a break-in that happened at his house. This was right after Cassie Ventura said that Combs had found out she and Kid Cudi were seeing each other. There was later an incident where his car caught on fire. A Molotov cocktail was thrown into his Porsche. Combs has denied taking part in that incident, but Kid Cudi said that at the time he realized that they needed to talk. He had ended his relationship with Cassie Ventura, but they all met at the Soho House, made amends. Cudi asked him about the car at the time, and Combs denied knowing anything about it.
Now, besides that car bomb incident, Cudi also mentioned in his testimony about another time when Diddy allegedly broke into his home with the intention to attack him. Fortunately for him, he wasn't home, but unfortunately, his dog was, and according to Cudi's report, Diddy messed with his dog. He described the incident in the court hearing, saying that Cassie phoned him early one morning, sounding nervous and scared. She then told him that Diddy found out about them. He said Diddy later called him from his home and threatened him, saying, "I'm here waiting for you." Now, after dropping Cassie off at a West Hollywood hotel, Cudi said he returned back to his home and found no one there, but said his dog had been locked in the bathroom. He described his pet later becoming jittery and on edge all the time. Cudi also mentioned that someone had opened Christmas presents he'd bought for his family. Chilly, that is wild and more than enough to make a grown man scared, so it's no wonder Cudi did not press charges at the time and let the whole mess die down. Cudi's testimony at the courthouse has no impact on the trafficking case against Diddy. However, it plays a major role in the case against him. Here's what a few people have to say about it. Trust 50 Cent to make light of the situation. He made a post on X saying, "What the F did he do to Kid Cudi dog over the girl, man?" People are following in 50's footsteps to make jokes about Cudi's testimony in the case. Like this user's post saying, "Did he really firebombed a car and traumatized a dog over Cassie? That's not a mogul movie. That's a Marvel villain origin story with no fans. Cudi's dog catching strays because Diddy couldn't handle a breakup. Bro thought he was in John Wick but ended up on Judge Judy." As the court case goes on, a lot of people are being called on the stand to testify against Diddy, Cassie and Cudi being the more popular voices. But we want to know what you think about it. What are your predictions for the outcome of this trial? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more content like this.